Vivo just dropped its X300 Pro, and the early hype is insane. People are already calling it the most futuristic Android flagship of 2025, but here's the real question. Can Vivo finally break into the same league as Samsung's Ultra series and Apple's iPhone Pro Max lineup? Or is this just another overhyped launch destined to fade away in 2 months? Because if what Vivo is promising is even 70% accurate, especially with its rumored AI silicon and mind-blowing periscope camera upgrade, we might be looking at the first true Android disruptor in years. And yes, I'm talking beyond specs, real-world usability, ecosystem value, consistency over flash. Before we unpack how Vivo is positioning itself against Samsung and Apple in 2025's flagship war, do me a quick favor. Subscribe for more future tech breakdowns, because this year is about to get aggressively competitive in the flagship space, and you won't want to miss what's coming next. Now, let's talk strategy. Vivo isn't just launching another spec flex phone. They're trying to finally escape the great camera-weak ecosystem reputation. The X300 Pro is rumored to focus heavily on long-term AI processing, on-device intelligence like offline live translation, ultra-stable cinematic zoom tracking, and a new generation of its V-series image chipset. Basically, where Samsung flexes ecosystem integration and Apple dominates with performance efficiency, Vivo is betting everything on computational photography and real-time AI assist features that actually change how you shoot, edit, search, and multitask. And honestly, that's a smart approach, because right now, users don't just want raw power. They want assistance. They want results. They want something that noticeably feels smarter. Early leaked camera samples, especially with the updated periscope module, suggest Vivo is going all in on effortless long-range clarity, even beyond what Samsung's S24 Ultra is capable of in low-light zoom. And if you've ever noticed, Samsung wins the zoom battle in daylight, but in harsh lighting or night environments, the results lean inconsistent. Vivo is promising DSLR-grade stabilization, not just EIS or OIS. I'm talking sensor-level shift and AI frame analysis working together. If this is executed well, Vivo may finally deliver true point-and-shoot perfection that could rival iPhone's natural color science, something no Android brand has truly nailed. But here's where it gets even more interesting. The X300 Pro reportedly won't rely on Snapdragon's standard NPU performance alone. Instead, Vivo is rumored to ship a dedicated AI neural unit built specifically for real-time image enhancement, live voice command editing, instant object removal in video, and even on-device AI summaries of your day. Think Apple Intelligence, but possibly executed in a more customizable Android way. If true, that's huge. Because while Apple is great with privacy and polish, it often moves slow. Samsung moves fast. We'll dive into real performance expectations, AI experience versus Apple Intelligence versus Galaxy AI, camera showdown predictions, and whether the Vivo X300 Pro actually stands a chance in markets like the US and Europe. One of the biggest pressure points for Vivo right now is sustained performance, not just benchmarks on day one, but real-world consistency 6 months later. This is where Apple absolutely crushes almost every Android brand, thanks to its insanely optimized iOS stack and unmatched efficiency of A-series chips. Samsung, with its Snapdragon partnership and Galaxy AI enhancements, has also gotten much better at keeping performance stable under load, but especially for gaming, recording 4K for long durations, or multitasking with heavy apps. So the Vivo X300 Pro isn't just fighting for attention, it's fighting for trust. And early reports suggest Vivo may be quietly using a custom-cooled chamber design that keeps peak performance longer than the standard Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 setup we'll see in competing flagships. Now, if Vivo really nails thermal balance and AI processing efficiency, this could be a sleeper powerhouse for content creators. Imagine recording 4K HDR for 20 minutes, straight without overheating warnings like some iPhones get, or capturing ultra zoom shots at concerts and sports events without losing stabilization or detail after the third or fourth zoom pass. Vivo is heavily targeting creators, mobile filmmakers, live streamers, even TikTok and Reels editors, with features like instant background cleanup, native cinematograph mode, live motion tracking, and real-time AI suggestion overlays that coach you on framing. It's like Samsung's Galaxy AI Tips, but more focused on visual storytelling. But ecosystem. Apple rules with continuity. Samsung has Galaxy Watch, Galaxy Buds, SmartThings, DeX, and flawless cross-device switching. Vivo must prove it's no longer a powerful but isolated experience. Rumors suggest a new, multi-device control center, allowing users to drag files between Vivo laptop, Vivo tablet, and phone in one swipe, AirDrop style. There's even talk of smart earbuds memory, earbuds that remember frequently visited locations and auto-trigger audio scenes. But all of this leads to a final strategic question: pricing and trust. Apple users don't hesitate because resale value is insane. Samsung users upgrade confidently because pre-order benefits are ridiculous. Vivo's past weakness? Limited international trust. If Vivo finally launches the X300 Pro with strong US and European carrier partnerships, aggressive trade-ins, real software backup guarantees, long-term update commitment. And if that happens, Samsung and Apple will finally have to respond. Not just with new features, but by accelerating AI, evolution, and creator-first functionality. We'll predict the actual winner of 2025's flagship war and reveal whether Vivo X300 Pro is truly worth switching to if you're currently using iPhone or Samsung. Camera-wise, if early testing is accurate, Vivo may finally dethrone Samsung in natural low-light zoom behavior. Apple still might win subtle skin tone accuracy, but Vivo could become the new cinematic Android phone, especially for those who shoot a lot of long-range content. Concerts, travel, action, sports. This phone might straight up embarrass others in certain real-life situations. Now, who's going to win the 2025 flagship war? It depends on what you value. If you want ecosystem security and premium stability, Apple still feels unbeatable. If you want absolute control, PC-like features, and practical AI, Samsung is still king. But if you want next-level camera intelligence and futuristic AI creativity that makes you go, "Damn, my phone just did that," Vivo might just shock the industry this year. So, is the Vivo X300 Pro worth switching to, even from Samsung or iPhone? If Vivo actually delivers on everything it's hinting at, yes. This might be the most forward-thinking camera phone of the year. But that verdict depends on one last factor: pricing and trust rollout. And that's what we'll break down next. If you're an iPhone user who values polish, trust, smoothness, and privacy-first design, I'll be honest, even if Vivo is more futuristic, it's still going to be hard to leave the iOS comfort zone unless Vivo completely nails stability and global ecosystem support this time. And that includes strong international update promises, smart cross-device syncing, and seamless accessories. If you're deep into the Apple ecosystem, AirPods, Apple Watch, Mac, I'd still say wait for first wave. Real user reviews before making any drastic jumps. If you're a Samsung Ultra user, the only reason to even consider switching to Vivo is if you are obsessed with cinematic zoom, visually intelligent AI, and content creation above productivity. If you love S Pen, DeX, multi-window control, Samsung still owns that territory. But if you're the type who cares more about what the world sees when you post something, Vivo might give you more excitement per tap than Samsung this year.